This National Investments Board public-private dialogue session na been for address the challenge them inside business registration and facilitation process them na salon. For sake of that, Christiana K. Jallo, we na the Assistant Commissioner na the National Revenue Authority say, for follow proper registration process them go enhance transparency, pull error them comot and make sure say business then get proper documents them wey for support effective tax and supervision. E commit NRA for reduce the delay inside business registration process and same way so advise the business applicants them for comply with the official guidelines for minimize administrative difficulties.
What is disturbing people over time is the fact that people sometimes don't want to give information that they think is personal. Now, we request for the maiden name, your mother's maiden name. That's a unique identifier in the ITA system. And why is it so? Because there are some names that are so plenty. We have Mohamed Kamara, Fatmata Kamara, some of these names. If you go to the system, you have over thousands of them. So how do we know that this Mohamed Kamara is different from the other one? Sometimes even the middle name is the same. But most of the time, you cannot have a single mother giving the same name to two children. You will have Fatu Kamara as the mother. If they are both, they cannot be both Mohamed Kamara and Mohamed Kamara. It can happen in the case of the father. So that is why we have that unique identifier in the system. So if you come to the NIA and you fill all of those criteria, then the process, I think, would be seamless for you.
That's come after Fatmata Marwa Sandy, Deputy Executive Director of the National Investments Board, outlined some challenge them where business people them complain about registration na the country. He call for action them for help for reform and support small business them where he consider for be the backbone of the salon economy. This dialogue, as he say, na for shape policy and strategy them for business administration and make sure say government ministries, agencies, NGOs, private sector representative them, and development partner them contribute to necessary change.
With such a significant transition, it is only natural that we have faced some challenges, what we might call a shock to the system. I've personally received calls and heard concerns, even had some heated exchanges in groups sometimes, all highlighting issues and delays and inefficiencies in our current processes. But today, it's about moving forward. We are here to have constructive conversations, to tell you where we are, where we're going, to identify challenges, share experiences, and most importantly, propose solutions that will help us create a more seamless, efficient, and investor-friendly system. The NIB views the private sector not just as a stakeholder, but as partners in national development. Through continued dialogue like this, we aim to shape policies and practices that work better for all.
Executive Director of National Investments Board, Dr. Edward Hinga Sandy, described the public-private dialogue session as a milestone for foster investor-friendly environment. Business registration is say na fundamental for unlock entrepreneurship outside barrier den dey or for reduce them. That is say na the key mandate of the board.
Today's dialogue marks an important milestone in our collective journey towards an inclusive, responsive, and investor-friendly economic system. Business registration and facilitation processes are fundamental to unlocking entrepreneurship, enhancing formalization, attracting investment, and stimulating sustainable growth. These are not just administrative issues. They are transformative levers for economic empowerment. The NIB was established to lead and coordinate investment promotion and facilitation efforts in Sierra Leone. One of our core mandates is to support policy coherence, eliminate barriers to doing business, and work with both the public and private sectors to strengthen investor confidence. We have embarked on key reform programs to support private sector growth, such as developing a national investment strategy, coordinating both the Registration of Business Act 2007 and the Companies Act of 2009. We have done an investment policy review with recommendations contained therein as to how to reform the investment space. We are digitizing the business records to improve our turnaround time for name searches and for other services. We have started reaching out to our local councils to collaborate with them in improving on business registration processes and the issuance of business permits.
Officials then need for deeper engagement them between Investments Board, the Ministry of Local Government and local council them for make sure say they get comprehensive and decentralized approach for facilitate business because according to them, the current administrative setback them they hinder development.
There are many laws, several laws. We bank on the 2002 Local Government Act. It will interest you to also know that we also have an issue with the Mines and Mineral Development Act. Why? Because all of these hinges on the lives of the local people, and the Ministry of Local Government and the community affairs have a responsibility to guide, protect, and direct the development of those local communities. So anything that has to do with those communities, I will direct bearing to this ministry. So for me, my suggestion here this morning is that we have to engage, we have to dialogue, we have to sit back and develop comprehensive policies that answer to the questions of a national requirement.
As discussion end with commitments from stakeholders them for improve the salon business environment, particularly for transparency, efficiency, and accessibility inside the registration process. For Slick TV, Paulina Samba reporting.